this wonderful office tower at Saturn Square and the financial district here in Bangkok. And I'm really happy to have you here as every morning from Monday to Friday, 8:30, right before the markets will open. I hope you're doing good and you had a great start into your own day. So the orchestra first, thanks to Admiral that we can do this every morning. Thanks to Nestia, she's opening the webinar every morning. We stream this show on YouTube. At the same time, you will find a button in the right corner. You can click on this so you can subscribe this channel. You can give us a like if you want. It's just up to you. You can leave a comment beyond this, below this video after the show. And of course, I want to say good morning to YouTube, also Relaxation, Peter, Anka, Afshin, wonderful good morning. And of course, to everybody of you here on Zoom also. So let me share my screen with you. And so let's see the start. And here on Zoom also, Janusz, good morning. Zakaria, good morning. Good afternoon. Hello, Tina. And good morning, Jens, Darshan, and Karel. Wonderful, good morning. So please feel free to type in your questions on YouTube and of course on Zoom also. I have to switch between those. If you have any things you should discuss by any currencies or thoughts or whatever there is, then feel free to type in the chat box, then I can see that we can talk about it. Yeah, we want to start with the thought of the day. The quote of the day is from Richard Dennis, the founder of the Turtle Traders, and he said trading was even more teachable than I imagined. In a strange sort of way, it was almost humbling. And today, after 23 years of trading, I would say I totally agree. Really, totally. Because I can talk just about me, not about you. But I can agree and confirm that trading is really, really teachable. So trading taught me much more about my own life than I could ever imagine. And of course, really humbling. Why is it humbling? Yeah. It shows me my own borders, my own edges, my own, the right side of the chart. There is the border. There is the edge. I can do nothing to influence the right side of the chart. I just cannot analyze. I just cannot interpret because I make money with buying and selling and not with interpreting. And this is what trading taught me, that I have to focus on that, what I can influence, what I can manage. And this is just my trades and my rules, that's all. And therefore, I absolutely can confirm that in a strange sort of way, trading is really humbling, and it shows me who I am and what I can do and where I am. So, and thanks God, we can do this together with Admirals. And the top news this morning is, for example, Nokia says first quarter net profit beat views, but they warn from supply constraints. And then AstraZeneca says Ultomiris approved in US for adults. And from the other share, it's Pernod Ricard eyes higher profit this year at third quarter sales pickup pace. And of course, you know, we had the rate decision of the Japan policy and the meeting decision. They left the rate as expected, nothing happens. And today we expect at 4 afternoon German time, by the way, the business consumer survey and the weekly sales report and advanced estimate GDP at 7:30, and today also at 9:30 the gas storage report. So if you want to up to date, if you want to be up to date, then I would say you should follow the Admirals channel here on Telegram. Then you will be well informed all the time with the links to the show or some other things like here, you know, the webinar from yesterday. I hope you enjoyed it yesterday. And you see we have very interesting content here on this show, in this channel here. By the way, if you're more a fan of the new Elon Musk Twitter, you know, then you can follow Admirals here also, because we have Admirals Global here on Twitter too. So let's go to the charts, and we start with the DAX 40. And could you please let me know just on YouTube what indicator do you use that market? It makes the candles white and blue. This is not an indicator. This is just the color I use. I got it from Admirals to use this white and blue, but this is just how you can, if you go to the indicator list, for example, then you click on Heikinashi, because this indicator, and then you have the colors here. So that's really simple. It's not an indicator. It's just the color, nothing more. So what happens on the right side with our short trading, with our DAX 10 minutes? So as you could see, we had a sharply decrease to the lower side. On Tuesday, we got the low here around about 13,549. Since then, since that time, it was in the evening, we see a kind of recovery with a lovely trend, and it seems we want to go back to the point of control. That's really, really simple. And you see, it's always a trend. And if you learn how to draw the trend, then you see, oh my gosh, now the short position is out, and you made a profitable trade with this. The entry was there. Exit now this morning, but at the same time you had a new entry in this second trend arm. So now this is a kind of dream. For example, if you say, I had a soft stop there and I'm still in, because that's not happening, because the stop loss was here. So normally in a normal sense of way, then you get out with this candle here, because this candle hit the last 0.3, but without a real stop, without a close, which means the long trend kept valid. So what you can do, if you see this, sometimes you have to make a re-entry. So, and if you made the re-entry, then the best situation to make a re-entry was here, with this changing of the color that you see, okay, that was just a fake on the lower side. Then you can make a re-entry, or a second chance in, that's the first one, 3, in the fourth trend arm, if it's possible, of course, then you had there changing of the color, and you could make an entry there. But in the fourth trend arm, it's a kind of tricky, especially in this case, it's an extraordinary situation. Why is it? Yeah, because you were in the green zone. So, and on the way back to the point of control, I wouldn't enter a trade if I'm within the red zone, or if I'm working against the point of control. But if you are still working in direction of the point of control, and if you are deep in the green zone, you can enter even in the fourth trend arm. So, and now maybe on the right side of the chart, what we see here, yeah, it's a lovely trend. Again, it's a wonderful trend. And now we see a trend continuation for the moment. And let's see where the price will go. In every case, you can trail the stop loss already here. And now, yeah, let's see how many trend arms we will see in DAX 10 minutes. I guess we will go back to the point of control. So I have got the stop loss for selling Canadian dollar. Is you considered uptrend? Yeah, let's see. And first of all, let's go to our focus charts and the top instruments. And we want to start with the Bitcoin. And then we come to your questions. So feel free, type everything in the chat box. I can see it here on YouTube, and of course, here on Zoom also. Del, thank you very much. I really doing good. Here in Bangkok, it's almost 2:45, 1:45 right now. It's in the afternoon. So I'm here in the office since 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm still, I'm tired already. So let's go to Bitcoin. And in Bitcoin, we have still the main trend is facing upwards and the correction is running really deeply. And we had a new low, a new point 2 with a trend continuation here on the lower side. And now we are back in the correction. So I'm waiting for a new uptrend as long as the main trend is facing upwards and it's not broken at this purple line. As long I'm waiting here for a new entry. So let's come to the focus charts. And the next one, of course, is our Dow Jones. And in Dow Jones, we have still a kind of downtrend. Price is literally weak, still weak. But the point is, do we have in real a downtrend? So we have to start here. Then that's the first point 2. And this is the first correction. But unfortunately, there were not really closing prices there. So which means that's a big fake. It's a big fake. So that means actually we don't have a trend. And then the 4 capitals are valid. NT, NT, no trend, no trade. Yeah. Out for real. Good morning. Chatting from USA. Chatting from USA. Greetings to USA. Thanks for being here. I'm placed here in Bangkok. So that's the Dow Jones. Let's see about the DAX. I guess in DAX we have a similar situation. No, we don't. We have a trend. Yes, in DAX we have a trend, and that's the trend. Move. No, that's not. That's the move. Move, correction, and move. That's the point 2. And now we are deep in the correction. This trend will break there. And now I guess we have a correction deeper 38. If the price will turning and will make the balance candle in the short direction, then we can set a pending order in case the price will continue to the low side and we test the last low here at around about 12,500 euros by 1 future contract. Again, let's see, I'm really excited. I don't care about any numbers. If I check some other colleagues or on YouTube or something else, people always work with kind of numbers. Oh, the DAX is going to 13,000, 12,000, 14,000. To be honest, I'm a trend follower. I don't care about any numbers. I just check the chart. I don't care about the number where the DAX is. I just see the trend and then I stick to my rules. That's all. I don't care about the numbers. Maybe the DAX is going down to 10,000. I don't care. I don't know. I just follow the trend. So this is what I'm doing. And this makes trading really easy. Just my private opinion. So that's DAX. Then let's go to gold. And gold is falling down. Really, yes, you can see it. And again, lovely. You see, very lovely. And you know, the reachable point of control is down at, where is it? $1,791. So, and I said to you, damn it, I've forgotten. Yeah, that's the downtrend, the big downtrend. That was this one and this one. And we were a long time now in the second trend. And finally, you see, it happens again. Trend continuation right now, the big one. And of course, the small one too. So can I say right now, oh, I was right. I'm the best. Yeah, I'm the hero. No, of course not. I would never do this. Otherwise, I couldn't say trading is humbling. Yeah, and this is just everything what I have to do to see where I can fulfill my rules. That's what I have to do. And now, yes, I'm happy. I'm happy for you because I can teach you and I can show you every single day how wonderful and how lovely and how humbling this trend following strategy is in real, and how much money you can make it with this trend following system. Yeah. On my platform have DAX 30, not DAX 40. Yeah, it's the same, but then you have an old platform. You should take a new one. So I would highly recommend to take Admirals, maybe MetaTrader 5, and then you have DAX 40, because DAX 30, it's old. It's not longer existing. It's the same DAX, but we have 40 shares in DAX right now and not longer 30. So maybe you should switch to a professional software. Just Andre, just small advice. Okay, so Dow Jones next. We have no Euro USD, and where is it? Euro USD. Here we go, and Euro USD also lovely downtrend, really lovely downtrend. So and check it out, really wonderful downtrend. So where we start. I guess, yeah, it was here. So here was the first trend arm. There was the second one at the point to an entry, and you could see trend and trend and trend and trend, and now going down. Yeah, you see, there is the money in. Yeah, there is the money in, just following the trend. This is everything what you have to do. Yeah. Okay, so that was my top instruments. And let's see what we can do. And before we come to my running trades and to answer your questions, I want to ask you the question of the day. And the question of today is called today. Does it mean, or what does it mean to be a trend follower? What does it mean? 3 questions, 3 answers: much more discipline, follow the rules, or cut the loss and let the profits run. What do you think? What does it mean to be a real trend follower? What does it mean? What do you think? So I forgot to move up my take profit and exit today in big profit, but not technically correct. Oh, George, yeah. I guess you're talking about US dollar, Japanese yen. Ah, yes, but I made the same mistake with another trade. So maybe you remember it was, I don't know, it was gold, I guess, or oil. I'm not sure what it was, but I know that. So because we never can imagine that we reach our targets, right? And then you forget to set, to put the target far away enough, because we cannot imagine, but sometimes it happens. It really happens. That's really cool. Okay, so let's come to the running trades. And my running trades, first of all, is Australian dollar, Japanese yen. So, and as you can see, in case the price will go down, I set a pending order for a possible short, but now it does not happen. So which means I can delete this order, because the long trend is still running and now it's going on. So this is what I want to show you, that you have to check every single signal. It doesn't matter what the running signal is doing, but now you can see the price is going up. Yeah, and will break this downtrend again. So, and now the long trend, long position is still running. So let's go to Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, it's also higher prices. There was never a downtrend because it was not valid, which means just let it go. And here you can see I had 2 attempts for a possible short. It was never happened. So just small, teeny tiny losses. It was a 0 gain. But at the same time, big profits here with the long position. So how many trend arms we can see? I don't know, and now I don't care. So, and maybe you get the answer to see what does it mean to be a real trend follower. So Euro, Australian dollar, we have a long position, we are deep in profit, and now we have a close deeper than 38%, which means we can now talk about a pyramiding, a first pyramid. Therefore, I set a second order in case the price will go up here above this balance candles. So I'm not in right now because the price is going down for the moment. Just have in case that we will continue this trend then I will build up and I put in a second position. Yeah. So next one is Euro Japanese yen. Yeah. I didn't open here a trade in the second trend arm because I was not sure. Close to the Japanese policy, I avoid to open a trade there. So now the price is going up and I'm happy that I didn't open a trade. So if you have a position here, then a stop loss should be placed at this small 0.3. Yeah, and here in Euro New Zealand dollar, as you can see, there was already a close deeper than 38 in the second trend arm, which means there was the balance candle and the price went up. So which means I opened a second position here with the same stop loss at the last 0.3. Why is it? As I told you, I want to do this if I'm deep in the green zone and have enough space to go up to the point of control, then I want to start to pyramid. And this is what I did here this morning already. And yeah, the first position is deep in profit and the second one starts a couple of minutes before. Let's see. What makes me really happy is another trend follower, and this is really cool. This is New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. And this is what look, how many attempts we needed to go short here. That was the first one. That was the first one here, we failed. That was the second one, we failed. That was the third one, it was a zero game. And here, that was the fourth one, and now it's running. Now it's running, and we broke the main trend here at this last 0.3, and we got out a little bit higher, and now the trend is going. And this is what I want to show you, ladies and gentlemen. Never judge, never analyze, don't interpret, just make your job. If you want to be a trend follower, stop interpreting, stop analyzing, yeah? Be humbling, be humble to the chart and accept your own borders. The only thing we can analyze is the price on the right side of the chart, but never the future. Start to live in the present and not try to analyze the future. This is what we should do on the right side of the chart. And that means our analysis should be what? Just checking the rules, speculare, observing. This is what we have to do, okay? So cool thing, if you want, you can trail the stop loss to this last 0.3 because we see a trend continuation right now. And here you can see why I haven't pyramid here, because I'm trading away from the point of control. So I don't do this normally. In this case, one position is running. And now let's come to the rocket, the real rocket. Yeah, check it out. Oh my gosh. And you know, my record in my whole trading life, the whole record was 2,182 pips. In what? In which time, in which currency? Yes, exactly, dollar Japanese yen. And now just around about 700 pips missed, then I have my record, but this is kind of rocket. I hope you are still a part of it. But yeah, George, you are out, but be happy. A wonderful and cool trade. And it's a wonderful proof that trend following is working. Yeah, I hope you were a part of it. So what we can do right now, yeah, I guess you will see a close, which means we can trail the stop to this last 0.3. Okay, the candle is not done right now. We have to wait, but I guess we will have, if nothing happens for the next 2 hours or 3 hours, yeah, then you can trade a stop, but we are deep in profit, yeah. And now imagine this would be a trade. We come from the green zone and we trade in direction of the point of control, and you have 3 pyramids in it. Then you can imagine how your account get boosted Yeah, and this is why I'm so convinced that trading could be successful in the long run, not on a short one. We need time. Yeah, and I'm so happy and grateful that we can do this, that Admirals give me the chance, Admiral gives me the chance to do this every morning, because with this daily morning show, I can teach you that trend following is a lovely and wonderful and incredible strategy. Really simple. It requires something else from you, because it's simple for the entry by the 4 rules, but it's pure magic to let it go. And for that, you need different things. Yeah. So what does it mean to be a trend follower that we want to talk about? So there was some questions here. We start with the first question. I saw DAX 40 Canadian dollar. I saw anywhere. Where was it? On YouTube. Yeah. Andre, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So let's see if we have it here. Yes, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, unfortunately, the downtrend is broken. Yeah, the downtrend is broken, but there is no new uptrend. Trendless. Nothing to do. Yeah, because the uptrend was broken, the downtrend is broken, and now we don't have a trend. Don't touch it, just watch it, no more, no less. Okay, so Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Of course, let's check it out. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Long trade. Long trend, still long trend. Because it starts very deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, still valid. 5, still valid. 6, still valid in a long trend. An old long trend. The rules don't fit here anymore. Just let it go. So then can you look at US dollar? What is CNH, Ute? What is CNH? US dollar? I guess CNH is US dollar, Swiss franc, I guess. Let's see. If not, then type in the chat box, please. US dollar, Swiss franc. So the shortcut is CHF for New Zealand dollar, for Swiss franc. So same, long position, long. Yeah, long. And I'm in on another account here, and you see, wonderful. So first trend arm, second one, third one, 4, 5, and now 6. Wonderful, very wonderful. Trend following, you see, lovely. So British pound, New Zealand dollar, of course. This is British pound, New Zealand dollar. British pound, New Zealand. So let's check it out. Yeah, there we have a broken uptrend. And yes, the trend is broken here. So now we have a valid downtrend. So 1 and 2. So valid downtrend in case the price will turn, will show up a balance candle, then it's a short, definitely. Unless we will see a new uptrend, maybe then we can do this. So, but at the moment it's a short. So just waiting for a balance candle and then pending order on the way down. Yeah. So then British pound Swiss franc. Yeah, that's here. Last but not least. Yeah, it's also a short. It's also a short. So we start here, 1 and 2, and just waiting for the rebound, and then it's short, unless we see a new uptrend. But this is the situation on the right side of the chart, just the thing for the watch list. Okay, so that was my part for today. And we had the question of the day. And the question of the day was, what does it mean to be a trend follower? All three answers were absolutely right. Could we say there is something much more important, like much more discipline, follow the rules, cut the loss and let the profits run? Personally, based on my experience with this trading strategy, my teacher taught me over the last 23 years, is much more discipline. Why is it? Discipline is the absolutely foundation to cut the loss and let the profits run. And of course, the discipline is responsible that you can follow the rules all the time. Even you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losers in a row where you have to cut your loss. Yeah, but it requires much more discipline to let the profits run. Check it out. Check US dollar, Japanese yen. It's awesome. It's running since beginning of March, I guess March the 8th, and now we have end of April. Now we're talking about almost 8 weeks, 8 long running weeks. And we are almost 1,500 pips in profit, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you can make money. But this is why you need much more discipline. But if you're willing to do this, I can promise you, and this is my personal guarantee for you, if you do this in that way, you are the exception. And you are one of the new turtle traders in the new age. I wish you a wonderful day. Enjoy it. Have courage and be kind. And may the force of the rules be